on October 12th, discuss litigation matters. And for public comment, we read the statement before every meeting. And as you can make public comments, if you are a resident of the township or a taxpayer, please raise your hand until you are recognized and we'll call you to the front. You have 3 minutes to make your comments. Once you have 15 seconds left, I will ask you to complete your comments. Please come up to the front again, to the front table, to the mic, make sure it's on. Have a seat, state your name and address for the record. We ask that you face the board to make your comments. Please understand this is not a debate session. It's not a place for abusive language or profanity, it's for comments. And we also ask the audience for the whole meeting to refrain from crying out or being disruptive. If you are, we will ask you to leave, and if you refuse and continue that action, we will remove you from this meeting. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, any public comment on the agenda? Anyone? Okay, I need approval for the minutes of the October 16th. Yes, Jim.
At the last 2 meetings, I made a public comment requesting that the township has a public meeting just on the proposed municipal complex to fill us in what's up to date and also to take our questions. The last minutes never reflected my comment on that. These minutes don't reflect my comments on that. I would like that, my comment, requesting a public meeting regarding the new municipal complex to be added to the minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Okay, I need approval for the minutes of the October 16th meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
A question, are we gonna add what Jim just said? Are we gonna add Jim's
Yes,
comment?
yes, definitely, yeah.
Okay, I'll second.
Our recorder's out tonight, Jeannie, so we are recording this, and I'll make sure that that happens.
Yes, I'm also taking.
I'm sorry, any questions on the agenda? Minutes? Do I have a second?
With the change to add Jim's comments.
All those say aye, please.
I abstain, I wasn't here.
Approval with one abstain. Okay, payment, let's see. Payment of the bills, looks like $461, $590.51. Any questions, discussion on it?
I just wanted to, actually, I wanted to ask this the last time, but I couldn't attend. We have a lot of, invoices for Ridge Support Technology.
Yes.
These kind of are like self-explanatory, but I believe last month it was, what is going on, because thanks. I realized like a few times the website's been down, so on and so forth, like I couldn't get in, it looks like it was hacked, so are we okay with them?
So Ridge Support does not handle our website.
Oh, they
That's
don't?
hosted by New Citrus. So that's number one. Number
Mhm.
two, most of the invoices from Ridge Support are either for monthly software costs or equipment. So like we have a monthly monthly charge for Microsoft or email. More recently, we had to do the email, archiver for, right to know requests. So those are probably the monthly ones that you see. So we have a service contract with them that we pay monthly, and then we also have a lot of software that there's monthly charges for as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further questions? I have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
I mean, the pay bill was,
I'll second.
All in favor? Carried. Reports. Township administration.
So my report is in your packet. not really anything too much to highlight, just, all the, planning and zoning issues that we have going on, just taking note of those. Also included, is your October financial report. Tonight at your place, you actually got a revised balance sheet for the general fund to reflect some, corrections to the cash reserve investment management account. And if you have any questions on anything, I'd be happy to answer.
The revised is $12,698,626.72.
Yes, that's the
Okay.
correct one, yep, and that, you're welcome.
Anything further? Okay. Chief of Police, Jim?
Good evening, Commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. I'd just like to highlight a couple things. One, we did sell the Charger on municipal bid. We received $4,800 for that vehicle. The second thing is Officer Douglas is no longer with us. He chose to go to another department in Montgomery County. We'll be working on replacing him hopefully the beginning of January off the civil service list. The third thing is body worn cameras have been implemented. I have mine on, you'll see the officers with them out on the street. And the last thing is, we've had a couple incidents of vehicles having items stolen from them. So please make sure you lock your vehicles when you're in your driveway at night. I'd be glad to answer any questions or if you have any concerns.
Any? Okay. Public Works, Chad.
Good evening, Commissioners. I just have a couple updates for you tonight. One is our new Public Works employee Taylor started on November 3rd. Things are going well and he's fitting in nicely, and we are glad to have him on board. Secondly, the Pine Forge Stormwater project started November 13th. They had a little issue on Friday with the water main that will prolong the project and having stated a 2-week extension on the road closure. The road closure extends to December 8th, and if the work is completed prior to that, they will let the detour and open the roadway at that time. But they were setting pipe today while I was out there, so they're making progress.
Any questions? Township Solicitor.
No report other than, I will comment as we hit things on the agenda. We will ask for an executive session after the meeting on personnel, real estate, and litigation, as well on items, new business items H and I, prior to discussing those or having any action at the meeting. We may ask for action on H. I'm not really asking for any action on I, but we would like to have an executive session to talk about those proposed ordinance and give you legal advice prior to rendering any action this evening.
Township Engineer, Building and Zoning.
My only comment is just on the, zoning report, just pay attention to pages, 4 and a little bit on 5 in regard to notices of violation that have been issued in the event we need to file citations.
Hey.
Township, Tax Collector report. Reports in your packet. Okay, committee reports, Open Space and Recreation.
Thank you. Good evening, Commissioners. Our board report is in your packet. The only thing that we're asking of you tonight on new business item G, we created a policy that allows residents to buy a bench in memory of one of their loved ones who have passed away. So we ask you to approve that, please. And there will be a change to what you have in your packet, but it's just a wording change. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Any questions?
And just for the board's knowledge, as part of the OS&R report for this month, you did get a copy of the report from Park. There was a question, I believe at a previous meeting, or it may have been a staff meeting, that we include that so that the commissioners are familiar with the benefits that we get from Park. So that is why that's included. If you do not wish to have it, just please let me know, but that's why it was included.
Okay. Fire and ambulance, Matt?
We had our administrative elections this past meeting with our president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. As you see on the report, per the fire service agreement, the board of commissioners must approve the president-elect, which is Don. Heroes and Helpers program, it's like Shop with a Cop, but they're extending it out to the fire service and EMS, so we'll be participating in that. The Santa Run will be having, again, December 16th, starting at 9 a.m., and the rain date will be the 23rd, which is the next Saturday. We had our normal trainings Thursday nights, and we had 3 people complete their Firefighter 1 training program, which allows them to go interior with us for house fires. We always need more firefighters. Engineers, all of our apparatus are in service. We had 2 applicants voted into the company, and we have 4 events going on over the next 4 weeks. Any questions? I'm here to answer.
Anybody have a question?
I don't have a question, I just have a comment. I want to thank Matt. Recently, we met as a regional between West Pottsgrove, Lower Pottsgrove, Upper Pottsgrove, and the surrounding fire companies. We had our first meeting to talk about how we can assist each other with fire services. And I just want to thank Matt. He took time out of his own schedule as a volunteer to come to that meeting. And I just want to acknowledge that and tell him I thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.